why should we think about an electric motorcycles in these days? What is it that makes us lean towards an object so different from our two-wheeled imagery? Global warming, or maybe a strong civic sense? Or maybe we live in a cosmopolitan and radical chic city, and we want to let everyone know that we are attentive and sensitive to the new technologies? If at this question you have an answer but you have not really convinced, if you are undecided about what your next bikes will be, get comfortable and I will tell you what I think after trying my second electric bike for you. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This time we will return to talk about an object that for many is still an UFO, for others is still a little scary, for still others it makes you turn up their noses, and for others is still a lot of curiosity. If you have not yet done, I ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you like the video, put a thumbs up and activate the bell to don't miss the new releases. But who am I to tell you about motorbikes? I'm an enthusiast biker. My passion has grown over the years, more and more. I'm interested in the whole motorcycle scene, but very often looking at the illustrious reviews I find myself having doubt and perplexities. And that's why I decided to offer my free and passionate thoughts to those who, like me, love and live the two wheels every day. But let's get to the heart of the matter right away. This time I tried the beautiful and powerful Ciaooo SRS for you. In the past I tried the Ciaooo SRF and I was literally blown away. If you want to review the SRF test, you will find the link above. Also this time for this test, the official Ciaooo dealer has made available to me the bike, their passion and professionalism for two wheels powered by an electric motors. And this time Roberto accompanied me in the test, who knows the world of Ciaooo bikes in all details and has allowed me to fully appreciate it. So let's go back in the main question. Why should a motorbike enthusiast choose to buy an electric motorcycles in these days? Well, after trying it, the answer is absolutely obvious. Because it is incredible. It is pure adrenaline, it is fun and powerful, and while you take a break for a burger and a beer, it regenerates itself for around €2.5. But let's go into detail. The Ciaooo SRS shares with its sister SRF the electric motors of 82 kW, the 14.4 kW battery and also the steel frame coupled with the aluminum swinging arm. Autonomy is 259 kilometers, while the mix it goes down to 198 kilometers, and if we mount the additional battery we can reach 320 kilometers in the urban cycle. The maximum torque is simply monstrous, we are talking about 190 Newton meter. The braking system with a double 320 disc at the front and 240 disc at the rear, 43mm Ciaooo forks fully adjustable at the front and single shock absorber at the rear, also adjustable, are exactly the same. But this SRS is completely different. It has its own character, its own personality. We could say that it's a missile dressed in a tuxedo. So let's talk about the dress right away. As benefit a high-end product, it is an uncompromising quality. Yes, because we are facing the Tesla of the motorcycle, and we see it precisely in the care of quality and all of components. The bike has a slim and profiled fairing, the front with the full LED headlights cut to a form of a sharp and penetrating look that is really beautiful as well as very powerful. The fairing is beautiful and effective, it deflects the flow and air well even the high speed. The rear side is also beautiful and intriguing, suspended in the air, light and slick but incredibly comfortable for two. Every detail is meticulously cared for. The dashboard and handlebar does not let itself go to exist, but sports a beautiful display that is truly complete and very bright, even in the full sun. The contours are of excellent workmanship and also the ergonomics convince me a lot. Checking the mapping is really simple and intuitive, and the mirrors can be closed if necessary. Speaking of engine maps, in an electric motorcycles we expect only the best, and in this SRS there is no denying it. We start from the street, which is really good for everything, and then move to the eco when we want to optimize consumption. On the contrary, we can switch to the sport to unleash pure power by adapting it to our tastes with the possibility of adjusting the throttle response. And finally, if we run into the rain mapping will allow you to travel with maximum safety, avoiding dangerous rear-end patinations. But so far we have talked about what you see, but really the beauty comes out when we open the gas. Even if there is just no gas here. Already with the street mapping it seems to be sitting on a rocket. But the fury is unleashed by the switching the sport map, where in just over 3 seconds you reach 100 km/h with an incredible progression. The self-limited speed of 200 km is reached with extreme ease, but the feeling of control of the vehicle is always at the top. The position of the saddle is really comfortable, with the height at 78 cm from the ground, the knee slightly closed and the wrist just loaded. It is truly perfect for riding office in a jacket and tie, or in motorcycle suite up to the stadio curves. And what a great pleasure, its infinity torque at any speed. But if we decide to take the holidays with girlfriend and luggage, there's really aren't any problems. Just a bit of planning and the trip goes into holiday without limits and without thoughts. Yes, because the autonomy is 320 kilometers with the additional battery, and 30 minutes are enough to recharge the 80% of the battery. And let's forget the hot waves from the engine and the catalytic converter. In the summer it is a detail that will certainly be appreciated. Another aspect that strikes me is its dynamics. The study of the battery pack, it is in my opinion a masterpiece. Its position and size perfectly match the dimension and inertia for a thermal engine. It is incredibly agile, and even at low speed it feels like you are riding a motorcycle with a fairly low center of gravity. The engine is literally built around the rear swing arm pivot. The transmission is belt-driven, and all this translates into incredibly simple and effective mechanics. But let's see how it goes in the mixed guided. Effective and fun, always a lot of push and a lot of control. In hard stopping I don't feel any excessive load transfer. The front end has a contained lunge and it is difficult to feel the rear lightning. And then this windshield, it is really effective. At high speed you feel the wind but a little load on your shoulders and head. It really makes you want to go. You certainly miss the sound of the engine, there is no question about this. But seeing the speed splash up, at the same time the whistle of the brushless similar to a turbine, believe me, it is adrenaline pure. I wonder if I'm ready to replace my thermal bike with an electric one. I honestly don't know how to answer. I recognize two completely different souls. One does not replace the other. But what I can say is that really, in my ideal garage, I really would have to have a zero for all those moments that I want to give vent to my sense of freedom and fun. But let's talk about prices, because we should imagine that are more expensive than a motorcycle with internal combustion engines. But Zero SRS has at least price of 24,340 euros in Italy. But if we scale the government contribution, that can go from 3,000 up to 4,000 euros in the event of scrapping, then in the end we bring it down with about 20,000 euros. In addition, the battery pack is guaranteed for 5 years with unlimited mileage, and the engine is practically indestructible. The engine and transmission maintenance is in fact close to zero, and therefore every year that will pass we will save on the missed service and on the road tax. And let's not forget about 2.5 euros to fill up the battery. And then with a calculator in the hand we will immediately understand that the deal is right in front of us. And with these images of Roberto, who makes us understand how fast and fun is this bike, we are approaching at the end of this test. Without any doubt, from Zero SRS has raised the bar from the premium electric motorcycles once again, where quality and performance go hand in hand. A product truly cared up to the smallest detail, that leaves no room for any fall of style. Thanks again to official Zero motorcycle dealer for making this gem available to me, and not least to Roberto, who supported me in this test with his professionalism and passion. As always, I hope you enjoyed this test. I remind you to put a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Soon we will try other electric bikes and we will see to understand something more. Bye bye!